Hello students, welcome back to my channel Commerce Tute, your flight to success. And today we are going to solve question number 6 of the secretarial practice chapter 2 12th commerce. Students, question number 6 का जो justify the following statement का जो question है उनके 9 questions तो आप देख ही सकते हो. These are the 9 questions which we are going to solve step by step. Children, I will tell you how you are supposed to write and add some points also. वो भी हम discuss करेंगे. तो without delaying much, children, let's begin. वैसे ही आप questions सारे देख सकते हो, but still I will read out for you so that हम जब actual answer के पास जाएंगे, we will definitely read the question, but वहाँ पर we have not mentioned the question. We have just put 6.1, 6.2 and so on. ठीक है? So the first question here is, equity shareholders are real owners and controllers of company. Second, preference shares do not carry any voting right. The debentures are secured by charge on assets of the company. Retained earning is simple and cheapest method of raising finance. Public deposit is good source of short-term financing. Bondholder is creditor of the company. Trade credit is not cash loan. Different investors have different preferences. Equity share capital is a risk capital. So these are the 9 questions, students, which we are going to solve. So without delaying much, let's begin with the first question, that is, equity shareholders are the real owners and controllers of the company. Students, you have to justify the point here. क्योंकि वो real owners और controllers क्यों हैं? So first of all, you can write little bit about equity shares. Yes, I'm telling you again to write little bit about equity shares because it gives, again I'll tell you, it gives weightage to your answer. अब थोड़ा सा equity share are also known as ordinary shares. Okay, and these are those shares which are not preference shares. A होने के बाद आप लिख सकते हो that equity shareholders participate in the management of their company. These are the points. How are you going to justify this? वो real owners है because they participate in the management of their company. They are invited to attend general meetings. They are allowed to vote on all matters of the company. They elect the representatives to manage the company, and equity shareholders are the real owners of the company. These points you can add. You can add more points जैसे कि वो controllers of the company है. They have right to all the features में जो हमने पढ़ा था. They have right to inspect. They have right to vote. They have right to attend the meeting. They have right to share the profits and losses. These all points you can add. They are the shock observers and the residual claimants. आप ये point यहाँ पर है, ये भी add कर सकते हो. The equity shareholders are the residual claimant of income and assets. Why? Because owner ही तो होता है जो सबसे लास्ट में जो भी शेयर उसको मिलता है वो लेकर चला जाता है. सो वो हमेशा कंपनी के अप्स एंड डाउन्स में हमेशा रहते हैं. That point also you can add. They are the real owners and controllers क्योंकि कंपनी में जो हो रहा होता है, they participate in the affairs of the company. You can say मैनेजमेंट के जो भी होता है important meeting वो वहाँ पर रहते हैं. Then as I told you, they are there in the ups and downs of the company. And then you can add उनको bonus issue और rights issue की facility भी मिलते हैं as per their shareholding. So that's why these are all the reasons because of which they are the real owners and controllers of the company. ठीक है? And you can also add that they also bear the risk if the company makes more profit. Obvious है ना, ओनर वही होता है कि अपने कंपनी के दुख में और सुख में दोनों टाइम पर साथ रहे. तो इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स आर ऑलवेज देयर एंड दे आर देयर टू बेयर द अल्टीमेट रिस्क. ऑल्सो यू कैन एड दिस पॉइंट. Equity shareholders own the company and bear ultimate risk associated with the ownership because if there are more profits, they will get because the dividend is in fluctuation, they get more profit. If the company makes losses, they get in less profits. तो ये सारे points आप लिख के उसको justify कर सकते हो because now I think we are aware about equity shares. So why they are called as controllers and owners is very clear. I hope students that now the clarity is given about this justification. ठीक है? Second question is about preference shareholders, and the question here is, I'll just read out the question for you. Preference shares do not carry any voting rights. First of all, you should write little bit about the preference shares as always. Preference, as the name indicate, these shares have certain preferential rights distinct from those attached to equity shares. ये point आप add करो. Then you start that preference shareholders do not carry any voting rights because they are given preferential rights such as to payment of dividend during the lifetime of the company, preferential right as the return of capital in the event of winding up of the company. Because the holder of the preference share have prior right to receive fixed rate of dividend before any dividend is paid to the equity shares, the rate of dividend is prescribed at the time of issue. So this point also you can add. Okay, because again now the real answer will come. They do not carry any voting rights or any voting power because they have voting right only on the matters which affect their interest, such as selling of undertaking or changing the rights of preferences. Or they get voting rights if dividend remains unpaid. So preference shareholders are co-owners of the company but not controllers. Okay, and these types of shares are purchased by cautious investors who are interested in safety of investment and who want steady returns on investment. Students, ये पूरा जो पैराग्राफ है इसको आप पॉइंट फॉर्म में लिख सकते हो और जो भी पॉइंट्स मैंने आपके साथ डिस्कस किया, एक्चुअली द एंटायर स्क्रीन यू कैन सी पुट इन द पॉइंट फॉर्म एंड दिस इज द जस्टिफिकेशन ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, बट इनिशियली मीनिंग ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स को जरूर ऐड कर देना और हमेशा पॉइंट्स को इन द पॉइंट फॉर्म लिखना बिकॉज द मोर क्लैरिटी यू शो इन राइटिंग यू विल हैव अ गुड इम्पैक्ट ऑन योर आंसर. ठीक है, लेट अस गो टू द थर्ड क्वेश्चन चिल्ड्रन. इट इज अबाउट डिबेंचर्स. यहाँ है द थर्ड वन. द डिबेंचर्स आर सिक्योर्ड बाय चार्ज ऑन द असेट्स ऑफ द कंपनी. ऑब्वियसली फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड राइट व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय डिबेंचर्स. तो आप पहले ये लिखो दैट डिबेंचर्स आर वन ऑफ द प्रिंसिपल सोर्सेज ऑफ रेजिंग बोरोड कैपिटल टू मीट लॉन्ग टर्म एंड मीडियम टर्म फाइनेंशियल नीड्स. ओके, ओवर द फाइन ऑक्युपाइड सिग्निफिकेंट पोजिशन लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. डिबेंचर कम्स फ्रॉम द वर्ड डेबियर विच मीन्स टू ओ. ठीक है, यहाँ तक ठीक है. देन यू राइट दैट debentures are secured by charge on the assets of the company. Okay, and this is with regards to the secured debentures. Unsecured debentures are no more existing right now and ये हमने already discuss किया हुआ है. इसका detailed video है. Students, just go to the playlist which I always tell you. Then you write about the little bit about the definition. Debenture means document which either creates or acknowledges debt. Debenture constitute charge on some property of company, but there may be a debenture without such charge जो मैंने अभी आपको कहा. Just add one definition to it. Debenture is an instrument under seal evidencing debt, the essence of it being of in-debt. ये 3-4 points हो गए यहाँ पे. Then you can add little bit about about definition. एक definition आप लिखते हो तो उसका आप explanation दो. The debenture, in the end you can say debenture is an evidence of indebtedness. It is an instrument issued in the form of debenture certificate under the common seal. But as mentioned that suppose if tomorrow, okay, suppose if tomorrow if there are some losses, then this point the word debenture includes debenture, stock, bonds and other instrument company evidencing a debt whether constituting a charge on the assets of the company जो है. Tomorrow if the company is not in the position to pay the money to the debenture holders, then they can pay sell their property or their assets and then pay off the debts of the debenture holders. तो ये point आप यहाँ पर add कर सकते हो. ठीक है, all these points because we are aware that debentures are secured by the charge on the asset only under secured debentures. तो पहले meaning लिखना है, थोड़ा सा definition लिखना है. Then you have to write that tomorrow if they are not supposed to pay the money to the debenture holders, they have to pay off they have to sell their assets, okay, and then pay off the money because that is what charge on the asset. और ये deal हुई होती है debenture holders के साथ already mutual understanding के साथ when they enter into an agreement. ठीक है, so in this way you can write this answer and I think in this screen also you can get there are some features but I think सब कुछ screen पे है तो features के point पे आप add कर सकते हो. And debenture holders also get a fixed rate of interest also, that also you can add, but end of the day it is an evidence of indebtedness. ठीक है. Okay, so now let us go to the fourth question, that is retained earnings. Retained earning is simple and cheapest sorry, retained earning is simple and cheapest method of raising finance. Students, first of all I would like to tell you कि हमको retain earnings के बारे में अब तो पता है, I hope so, because we have discussed a lot on this and it is a simple method and cheapest method for sure, है ना. पहले तो आपको लिखना है that business organizations are subject to variations in earning. Wise decision to keep aside the earnings during the period of high profit आप लिख सकते हो. Okay, a part of the profit is retained by the company in the form of reserve fund. These reserve funds are retained in retained earnings of the company. That also you can add. After writing a little bit explanation, then you go to the main point, that is why it is simple and cheapest method of raising finance. Then you can come to this paragraph here where you can see, a part of net profit which is not distributed to shareholders as dividend is retained by the company in the form of reserve fund. Company converts its reserves in bonus share capital and capitalizes its profit. The capitalization of profit by issue of bonus share is known as plowing back. ये आप add करो, plowing back of profit and self-financing, and they are issued to the existing shareholders. Then comes the third point. The management can convert retained earnings into permanent share capital by issuing bonus shares. That's why it is an important source of raising long-term capital as well. And it is simple and cheapest method of raising finance because it is used by established companies and it is an internal source of finance. So this is how you are supposed to write and justify your answers. Each and every point should come in the point form, children, क्योंकि answer इसी में है. I have mentioned here determinants of retained earnings also. There is no need to write about these points, but just to mention in case if you want to do. easiest way क्यों है, क्योंकि वो कंपनी खुद के ही पैसे अपने बिजनेस में लगा सकते हैं या और रेज कर सकते हैं फाइनेंस बाय इशूइंग बोनस शेयर्स टू द शेयर होल्डर्स, एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स, टू कैपिटलाइज देयर प्रॉफिट. ये मेन है, ठीक है. देन ऑल दिस डिटर्मिनेंट्स आर जस्ट पार्ट ऑफ रिटेन अर्निंग्स. यू वांट टू ऐड लिटिल बिट एनीथिंग you can add, but there is no need of the determinants. In this paragraph the entire answer is available, isn't it, children? Okay, so let us go to the next justification. I hope this justification is clear. आप रिटेन अर्निंग्स के ऊपर और बहुत कुछ लिख सकते हो, but I think these points जो भी दिए गए हैं स्क्रीन पर, that is more than enough. You can just write in the point form and get the answer. As I'll repeat again, थोड़ा सा मीनिंग लिखना है, एक्सप्लेनेशन लिखना है, then little bit what actually happens in the retained earnings, and lastly हम बात करेंगे why it is easy and simple method. क्योंकि ज़्यादा प्रोसीजर नहीं है, कंपनी के खुद के पैसे है जो वो रेज करता है ना. As a long term capital also they can use it, so they can give it to the existing shareholders. वही बात है, ठीक है. Then let us go to the next question, that is public deposit is good source of short-term financing. The answer is there between in this two paragraph only, children. इसकी जरूरत नहीं है, but for your information, I just thought I should include this. Obviously, you have to start with the points that public deposit is an important source of financing short-term requirements of the company. क्यों? Because companies receive fixed deposits from the public for the period ranging 6 months to 36 months. Such deposits are called public deposits. ठीक है. देन इस मेथड में क्या होता है, जनरल पब्लिक इज इनवाइटेड टू डिपॉजिट देयर सेविंग्स विद द कंपनी फॉर वैलिड पीरियड. Interest is paid by the companies on such deposits. Company issues the deposit receipt to the depositor. The terms of deposits are mentioned in the deposit receipt and it is an acknowledgement. Deposit receipt क्या है? It is an acknowledgement of debt loan by company. Deposit either made secured or unsecured. So ये पूरा जो है that is the real answer of this justification. गुड सोर्स भी क्यों है? क्योंकि दे आर पेड इंटरेस्ट ऑन टाइम, फिक्स डिपॉजिट रिसीट मिलता है, एक्नॉलेजमेंट मिलती है. देन डोंट फॉरगेट टू राइट लिटिल बिट अबाउट द मीनिंग. includes any receipt of money by way of deposit or loan or in any other form of the company, does not include. ये आप थोड़ा सा वेटेज के लिए लिख सकते हो, ठीक है. and because it is a secured one, there is no such any so much of procedure, you can say. It is very very good source of short term finance. So you can say it's very clear. And the deposit जो वो लेते हैं वो किसी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से नहीं लेते हैं, which is not included in the public deposit. आप यहाँ के 2 पॉइंट्स भी लिख सकते हो, ठीक है, just to make your answer impactful. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो है वो है बॉन्ड होल्डर इज अ क्रेडिटर ऑफ द कंपनी. स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज वी हैव डिस्कस्ड दिस सो मच. आई थिंक अभी तो ये हमारे जुबान पे है. वी कैन राइट अबाउट बॉन्ड होल्डर लाइक एनी नंबर ऑफ पॉइंट्स, है ना. तो आप पहले यही शुरू करो कि बॉन्ड इज अ डेप्ट सिक्योरिटी, इट इज अ फॉर्मल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टू रीपे बोरोड मनी विथ इंटरेस्ट, इट इज अ लोन. ठीक है. वाई इज अ क्रेडिटर? बिकॉज होल्डर ऑफ द बॉन्ड इज अ लेंडर टू द इंस्टीट्यूशन, इज अ क्रेडिटर ऑफ द कंपनी, क्योंकि इसको फिक्स रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट मिलता है. कब मिलता है? मैच्योरिटी डेट और कैश में फ्यूचर में मिलता है. ठीक है. थोड़ा सा डेफिनेशन आप लिखो. ओके. एंड देन आई थिंक ये जो फीचर्स में है वो इस पैराग्राफ में है. सो आई थिंक ये आप पॉइंट फॉर्म में लिख सकते हो. और इवन यू कैन राइट दैट दिस टाइप्स ऑफ बॉन्ड जो देते हैं इट इज डेप्ट फाइनेंस विच इज डोंट मेंशन फीचर्स एज सच, लेकिन थोड़ा सा इस पैराग्राफ में ही ऐड करो कि इट प्रोवाइड्स लॉन्ग टर्म फाइनेंस विच कैन बी फॉर 5 years, 10 years, 25 और 50 years. क्योंकि वो क्रेडिटर्स है तो आप ये पॉइंट भी ऐड करो दैट दे आर नॉन ओनर्स, दे आर नॉट एंटाइटल्ड टू पार्टिसिपेट इन द जनरल मीटिंग. उनको वोटिंग राइट नहीं है एंड दे डोंट पार्टिसिपेट इन द मैनेजमेंट, क्योंकि वो क्रेडिटर्स है. ये जस्टिफिकेशन है. वो क्रेडिटर्स है, वो सिर्फ पैसे देते हैं, इसका मतलब है कि उनको कोई राइट नहीं है. उनका इंटरेस्ट उनको मिल रहा है, वो भी फिक्स रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, है ना. देन जैसे ये द थर्ड पॉइंट इज अबाउट द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. And then the specific maturity. So the entire screen gives you a gist of this entire justification of this question. ठीक है. And then let us go to the next question. Students, yes, I'm showing you the screenshot on the screen and I'm just telling you how to write it, and the answer is yes, available here, and this is a way you have to write. Students, I am showing you this and telling you to write because to increase your writing skills, that is in the first place, but also that आंसर्स कैसे हमको निकालना है, दैट इज ऑल्सो अ स्किल. सो आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू दैट वे. काइंडली फॉलो द थिंग्स वॉट एवर आई एम टेलिंग यू सो दैट इट विल हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल्सो. और सारे इन पॉइंट्स के एक्सप्लेनेशन मैंने मेरे वीडियोज में दिए हैं जो अपलोड हो चुके हैं. सो फॉर एक्सप्लेनेशन काइंडली विजिट द प्ले लिस्ट ऑफ सेक्रेटरियल प्रैक्टिस. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग यू लिटिल बिट फास्टर, बट येस आई एम टेलिंग यू हाउ टू राइट ऑल्सो इन अ स्लोअर स्पीड. ठीक है. Next question is trade credit is not cash loan. Definitely. Students, first of all, yes, आपको आंसर थोड़ा सा अच्छे तरीके से लिखना है तो थोड़ा सा क्रेडिट लिखो. Credit is the soul of the business. And then who are the trade creditors? Manufacturers, wholesalers, suppliers of goods and material are called trade creditors. Then comes your result, real answer. The trade credit is not cash loan because it results from a credit sale of goods and services which has to be paid at a future date after the sale takes place. ये बहुत जरूरी है इस आंसर में. In other words, when goods are delivered by supplier to customer and payment is made after some time, it is called trade credit. ठीक है. It is not a cash loan. Then what happens in it? It is beneficial to the retailers. Large extent rely on obtaining trade credit from supplier. Easy kind of credit which can be obtained without signing any debt instrument. Readily available. ये आपको लिखना है. ओके. यहाँ पर कोई प्रोसीजर नहीं है तो ये उनके बीच ही हो सकता है, मैन्युफैक्चरर, होलसेलर और सप्लायर्स. और फिर उनको एक अपॉर्चुनिटी भी मिलती है, जैसे सप्लायर सेल गुड्स एंड विलिंगली अलाउ 30 days और मोर. ये थोड़ा सा आप ऐड कर सकते हो. So entirely you can write why it is not a cash loan. It is not a cash loan क्योंकि ये उनकी अंदर की बात होती है. उनको म्यूचुअली थोड़ा सा लेट पेमेंट देना होता है फ्यूचर में, तो इसीलिए मैन्युफैक्चरर, होलसेलर और सप्लायर ये करते हैं. दे गो फॉर ट्रेड क्रेडिट. Why they go for it? Because they want to increase their sales. ये ऑलरेडी मैंने बोला ही, आपको ऐड करना है. So your answer relies like this. I hope you understood the strategy how to jot the points and write the answer. ठीक है. So ये हो गया ट्रेड क्रेडिट इज नॉट कैश लोन का. लेट अस गो टू द 8th पॉइंट विच इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके. बहुत ही थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन दिया है आपको, बट अगर आपने पूरे सोर्सेज ऑफ फाइनेंस हमने पढ़े हैं तो कॉर्पोरेट फाइनेंस अगर पढ़े हैं तो इट विल बी वेरी इजी फॉर यू. ठीक है. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, दे आर सेइंग डिफरेंट इन्वेस्टर्स हैव डिफरेंट प्रेफरेंसेस. डेफिनेटली. अब थोड़ा सा टेक अ पॉज एंड थिंक. कि अगर आप इन्वेस्टर हो तो हमने कौन कौन से प्रेफरेंसेस पढ़े हैं जो वो इन्वेस्टर्स को हेल्पफुल हो सकते हैं. एक तो इक्विटी शेयर्स, प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स, डिबेंचर्स, एक्सेप्टेंस ऑफ डिपॉजिट्स, बॉन्ड्स आर गिवन टू द एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स दैट कैन बी सॉर्ट ऑफ, लेकिन ये मेन है ना. तो यू कैन राइट यस. लिसन टू मी केयरफुली चिल्ड्रन. मैंने इक्विटी सबके स्क्रीनशॉट तो दिए हैं, लेकिन आंसर लिखना कैसे है ये पूरे आप नहीं लिख सकते. थोड़े थोड़े पॉइंट्स आपको निकाल के लिखना पड़ेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, yes, different investors have different preferences, such as they can go for equity shares, they can go for preference shares, debentures, acceptance of deposits, because each one of them have their importance. Then you start writing the advantages of equity shares. They are the owners of the company. Okay, they are given the right to vote, right to participate in the management, right to inspect the books. Little bit in one point you have to write all these 3-4 points. Then you have to go for preference shares. Are you understanding? I hope so. Preference shares, you have to write they get preferential rights as payment of dividend during lifetime of the company, preference right to the return of capital. ऐसे आपको लिखना है. Debentures तो आपको लिख सकते हो कि they get fixed rate of interest. Okay, it is like a sort of debt instrument under the seal, so they get benefits. There is a secure charge on the security of assets. ये भी आप ऐड कर सकते हो. Acceptance of deposits, because they can go for it as a short term requirement. Okay, then they can get a fixed rate of interest there also. So in this way you have to write the answer. बिकॉज डिफरेंट इन्वेस्टर्स बोला है तो आपको थोड़ा सा इक्विटी शेयर, प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स, एक्सेप्टेंस ऑफ डिपॉजिट्स, डिबेंचर होल्डर्स. ओके, सो दिस वे यू हैव टू राइट द आंसर सो दैट ऑल द पॉइंट्स शुड कवर डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स. मैंने मेन लिए हैं, आप चाहे तो और ऐड कर सकते हो, बट इफ द marks are less then I think you should opt for the minimum ones. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to write the question answer, children. I'll repeat one more time. Different investors have different preferences, such as equity shares, preference shares, debentures, acceptance of deposits. Okay, they go for those which they give, if they go for equity shares, then these are the advantages which we have already discussed. If they go for preference shares, these are the advantages. If they go for debentures, if they take bank loan or whatsoever, acceptance of deposits, if they want, they get again interest, short term, long term. ये सारी चीजें आपको इंक्लूड करके जस्टिफाई करना है. ओके, इसके सारे एक्सप्लेनेशंस ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं. यू ट्राई टू पुट, इफ यू वांट मी टू क्रॉस चेक, काइंडली राइट दिस आंसर एंड पुट इट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. आई विल, और मेल मी commercetute1720@gmail.com. I will definitely evaluate and tell you how the answer is. Okay, let us go to the last question, children. Again बहुत ही easy है और ये हमारे इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल के बारे में ही है. So we can justify equity share capital like anything, है ना. So let us see. Equity share capital is a risk capital. Definitely students. और ये obviously initially थोड़ा सा equity share के बारे में लिखना, लेकिन यहाँ पे आपको मिलेगा वो आंसर. It is a risk capital because equity shareholders own the company and bear ultimate risk associated with the ownership. ये पहला point. After paying claims to all the investors, remaining funds belong to equity shareholders. They are the residual claimants. बहुत risk है. Equity shareholders do not carry any fixed commitment of dividend. इसीलिए वो रिस्क है. They are paid dividend at the rate recommended by board of directors. No profit, no dividend. There is less profit, lesser dividend. Fortune of equity shareholders is tied up with the ups and downs of the company. Company is successful, they enjoy great financial rewards. Not successful, then they don't get anything. Okay, equity shareholders are known as venture capital or risk capital. Owner of equity shares are risk bearers. They are the shock absorbers भी आप ऐड कर सकते हो. They are the residual claimants आप बोल सकते हो. They are preferred late or lastly after paying everybody. So this is a very simple one and ये तो आप easily justify कर ही सकते हो, है ना. So these are the points you can write. You can also say that equity shareholders are there as in the company's crisis as well, and when the company winds up they are preferred in the end. So these are the points which you can add and justify these answers, children. ठीक है. So all these topics whichever we have justified today, हमने ये सारे डिटेल में explanation किए हुए हैं, but still I have tried to just tell you how to write the answers, children. So I hope that this bit of initiative will definitely help you now to look at the answer in a different way and remember for a longer period of time where which a commerce student always aims at. ठीक है? I hope this question number 6 is fully understood and clear, children. Any doubts you can put it in the comment section. We will definitely go through it. So that's it in this video, children. If this video did make a difference to you, kindly like, subscribe and share and help others also to get the answers. So that's it. Thank you so much, children. Thank you.